This brings my total savings to $284. I'm 25 years old. I work as a software engineer at a tech startup, and I make about $315K, and this is how I spend my income in New York City. So for pre-tax income, my base salary is $170,000 per year, and then I was given a stock grant, which is about $550K split over 4 years. This is essentially paper money, so if the startup gets acquired or goes public, then it turns into real money, but for now it's just on paper. Then for interest income, I have $750 of dividend income for the last year, bringing the total pre-tax income to $315,750. For post-tax monthly calculation, my pre-tax monthly income is about $14,160. Monthly 401k contribution, I max this out, and so that breaks down to be about $1,960 per month. Then for my taxable income, monthly taxable income is around $12,200, with monthly federal taxes being about $3,075 per month, monthly state taxes about $755, and monthly city taxes about $475. So this brings the post-tax monthly take-home pay to about $7,900. So that brings my total annual take-home pay to about $94,850. Monthly expenses for the responsible stuff, my portion of rent is about $3,000 per month. The total cost is about $3,650, and I split it with my girlfriend and dog. We live in a studio apartment in Murray Hill, Manhattan. We have in-unit washer and dryer, doorman building, pretty nice place. My monthly grocery bill is about $400 a month. I estimate this to be about $100 a week at Trader Joe's, and that's enough for me to cook most of my dinners at home. Then utilities is about $150 per month. I only pay for the electric bill in my apartment, and that's kind of an average price I see throughout the year. Student loans and credit card debt. Very fortunate I don't have any student loans or credit card debt, so yeah, super grateful. I invest about $2,000 per month in Robinhood. All goes into either SPY or QQQ, which are really popular index funds. I don't really believe in individual stock picking or crypto or things that are risky in that nature. I'm focused on, a 30 or 40 year investment horizon, and so really just trying to be as responsible as I can and risk averse. I put as much money as I can every month into Robinhood, and it ends up being around $2,000 per month. Then for laundry, I pay $0 per month. I have an in-unit washer dryer. For car payment, I don't have a car. Sold it when I moved to New York, so it's $0 per month there as well. Public transit, I would say about $100 per month. I use the subway and bus system to get everywhere, but I also do a lot of walking, so I would say this works out to be about $100 per month. I also spend about $200 per month on dog care. I live with my dog Hazel. She's a pit mix that we rescued about 2 years ago, and can be a little expensive to own a dog in the city. I would say that this breaks down to be about $100 per month in food, and then annual vet visits I think average out to being about $100 per month to get her all of her shots and checkups that she needs. We take her to dog parks all over the city, which are free, fortunately. So yeah, I would say $200 per month is about the average cost of dog care. And that brings my total responsible spending to about $5,850 per month. Now for irresponsible spending, for fun/random stuff, I spend about $100 per month on basketball related things. It's my favorite hobby, and so this includes paying for pickup runs, new basketball shoes every once in a while, a new basketball, things like that. But it's kind of my hobby spending. And then my gym membership includes where I play most of the time. Then for alcohol, I spend about $150 a month. This mostly looks like going out, I would say 2 nights a month, going out to bars. Murray Hill has a lot of great selection, so one of my favorite spots is a German bar over there. And also East Village is a lot of fun to go out to. I love going out with my girlfriend and having a good time and buying her drinks and stuff. So then for Ubers, I don't spend any on Ubers. I'm a big public transit person, so that's a vice that I've been able to abstain from. And other, I put $0 for now. I play video games, which is a really cheap hobby as well, so not much other fun, irresponsible spending besides this. This brings my total irresponsible spending to about $250 per month. Now for bonus spending, eating out/restaurants, I estimate about $500 per month here. We love to go out to eat maybe about 2 or 3 times a week. Some of my favorite spots are not necessarily the super fancy ones, but I love Most Tacos #1 is one of my favorite quick bites. Nam Nam in Murray Hill for pho is really great. Yeah, and a local Thai restaurant called Thai Food near me. Funny enough, I really like, kind of like slightly casual style places, not eating 5-star meals going out. Then for travel, I estimate this to be about $500 per month. This includes like trips home for holiday season and to see the family, and then maybe about 1 fun trip per year where I might go on like a 1-week trip somewhere and stay. So $500 per month is what I estimate for that. Now for gym and fitness, I spend $125 per month on a YMCA All City Pass, so I can go to any of the YMCA locations in New York, and that's my main gym stay. Then I spend about $100 per month going to Bathhouse. It's a place where you can sauna, hot tub, steam room, do all those things. But it's a fun date night that my girlfriend and I like to do. It's about $100 per visit, and we go about once a month, so $100 per month. Then for hair, I spend about $20 per month. This is basically 1 haircut every other month. A haircut costs like $40 in New York, and then I don't spend anything on nails or skincare. Maybe I should, but I don't. Clothes, I'm estimating about $100 per month. I do like to go thrift shopping when I can. I'm not a huge fashionista person, but sometimes you do just have to spend money on clothes. So $100 per month is my estimate. Then for coffee, I'm a huge coffee guy. It's one of my favorite luxury spends. So I think I get a coffee out probably 5 or 6 days a week, and that costs about $5 or $6 per time. So I'm estimating this to be about $120 per month. New York has a lot of great coffee shops, so this is a very worthy spend for me. Cafe Grumpy is probably my favorite in the city. I would also say Devoción is pretty great also, but honestly there's tons of coffee shops on every corner that are really great and worth a try. One of my favorite things to do is just walk around in the city and try a new coffee shop. All in all, this brings my total bonus spending to $1,465 per month. Now for savings, I have about $60,000 in my 401k. I don't get an employer match, but this is what I've accumulated through my working years. Then I have about $1,000 in cash. I like to keep my cash balance really low. I'm still young and I have a really long-term investment horizon, and I don't see myself purchasing a home or anything soon, so I really just try to keep as much money as I can in my Robinhood. Then for the Roth IRA, I have about $37,800 in it. This is funds that I've contributed in previous years. Now my annual income is above the limit to be allowed to contribute, so I don't contribute anything actively into the Roth IRA anymore, but the balance is sitting at about $37,800. Then for stocks in the taxable account, I have about $70,450. This is all in SPY or QQQ index funds only, and that's through Robinhood. This brings my total savings to $169,284. So for my short-term and long-term financial goals, short-term, I just kind of want to keep on keeping on. Really, I'm just focused on the long-term. I kind of have 2 main long-term goals. The first is I'd love to own an apartment in New York, and then a house somewhere outside of New York. Have the ability to kind of live and be in New York when I want to, and also not be in New York when I want to, but it's pretty pricey, so that's a long-term goal. And then also my other long-term goal is just to retire when I still have some type of life left in me. I'm not exactly sure when or what that's going to look like. Hopefully retire before I'm 60. So advice I have for people who want to get into tech, I would say a couple things. One is studying computer science is a really great field to get into if you're a young person. It can be really challenging and competitive for sure, but really just takes time to develop your skills and your network to be able to find these types of opportunities. And then the second suggestion I would say is work in a startup when you're young and you can. People view it as being risky, but whenever you're 25 years old and you don't have kids and you're not married, it's really a great time to take a risk on yourself. I think that it's speed runs your skill development as a software engineer. It makes you a lot better at your job. And then there's also this potential massive upside at the startup as well, which you wouldn't really be able to achieve if you're working in like a corporate role. So I would say take a chance on yourself and work at a startup, and the network and skills that you gain from doing that are going to be a huge unlock for your career and can really take you anywhere.